This is the story of Jonah and the big fish. God asked for Jonah to go preach in the city of Nineveh. Jonah despised this command because Nineveh was the capital of the Assyrian Empire, which was Israel's fiercest enemy. Jonah, being rebellious, did the direct opposite of what he was told to do. Jonah headed directly away from Nineveh by riding a ship to Tarshish. He ran away from the Lord, remaining unwilling. God was furious from Jonah's disobedience, so he sent a violent storm to demolish Jonah's boat. The crew was terrified and they cast lots, resolving that Jonah would be responsible for the storm. Not knowing what to do, Jonah told his crew to throw him overboard. The crew tried rowing to shore, but the waves got more violent. They eventually agreed to throw Jonah overboard. Instantly, the storm calmed down. Surprisingly, Jonah didn't drown. Instead, he was swallowed by a big fish that God catered. In the belly of the big fish, Jonah repented and cried out to God in prayer. He praised God, ending with a sinister prophetic statement. Jonah was in the giant fish for 3 days. God commanded the big fish to vomit the reluctant prophet. Jonah didn't want to end up in the fish's belly again, so he obeyed God and went to Nineveh to proclaim that the city would be destroyed in 40 days. Unexpectedly, the Ninevites believed Jonah's message and repented. They wore sackcloth and covered themselves in ashes. God had compassion, so he didn't destroy the city after all. Jonah interrogated God because he was infuriated that Israel's enemies had been spared. When Jonah stepped out of the city to rest, God provided a vine to shelter him from the scorching sun. Jonah appreciated the vine, but the next day he complained because God provided a worm that ate up the vine. God reprimanded Jonah for being concerned about being exposed from the sun, but not about Nineveh, which had 120,000 lost people. This was the story of a grudging prophet, Jonah.